Hello, everyone, and welcome to round number 3 of the RPES Pavement Ignition Series.
Ty, I have a
We're live
question.
here at Hickory Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
Because I have an EOL for the first race.
For
Does
the,
my qualify even matter?
Blue Ridge Twin 75s.
Yeah, you get qualifying points.
Right now we're running our qualifying for the first Twin 75. Tonight's event, basically it will say it's heat race number 1 on the graphics, but that is just race number 1. We have 11 cars currently signed in, so we'll do that. Then we'll run our 5-minute warm-up session, and then we'll head right into the second 75 lapper. Both will have full race points. As Tyler Benning in the prime car is now on the track. The only other car has not taken a time yet is Joseph Groom. Looks like both of Tyler Benning's laps did not count. So that is all the cars that are currently on the track. Joseph Groom has still not went out to take a time, but picks up right where he left off. Jeff Bergener, for the third straight week, is in prime position to get the Fast Qualifier Award. Peyton Craig right now is in second spot. Jordan Navarro, those three have been the class of the series to this point. We will have some EOLs tonight for our first race, as based on the incidents from last week. Jordan Navarro, Joseph Groom, Peyton Craig, Sean Smith, and Benjamin Chawin will all start at the back of the first Twin 75. As we have some time, I guess I'll go over a little bit of what the standings currently look like. Peyton Craig currently leads the standings by just 1 point after 2 events over Jordan Navarro. And Scott Nickus, who is not here tonight, is in the third spot, 10 points back. And 11th is your current fast qualifier, Jeff Bergender. 5th is Tyler Benning, 33 points back. But your top 4 drivers are all separated by just 11 points. And a quick rundown of how everyone finished last week. Jeff Bergender swept the night, led all the laps of his heat race, feature and set fast time at South Boston. Then Joseph Groom went from 11th to 2nd and came home second in that one. Tim Henderson, who's not in attendance tonight, he finished 3rd last week. Peyton Craig finished 4th. 5th, Tyler Benning. 6th, Jordan Navarro. 7th, Scott Nickus. 8th, Benjamin Chawin. 9th, Robert Puckett. And 10th, Sean Smith. This is another track that we have not ran with yet with this series. Next week we go to the only track that we have ran at before, which is the Nashville Fairgrounds for the Music City 100. Quickly, I gotta give some of these drivers some EOLs before I can go over the starting lineup. Without further ado, though, starting lineup for Twin 75, number 1 of the night here at Hickory. Jake Roy will go from the pole. Starting second will now be Douglas Halsey. Then third will be William Owens. And fourth will be Jeff Bergender. 5th, Ty Dickinson. And the 6th will be Tyler Benning, and the rest of them will be at the back because of their EOLs. Without further ado, though, we come to the third party green flag for the first of 2 features on the night. So even though there was an 8-car invert, Jeff Bergener works out great as everyone on the outside row in front of him did not had an EOL, so very much so worked to his favor. So he goes out front early and leads lap 1. Jake Roya currently runs in the 2nd spot. And 3rd is William Owens, who we saw take home the Premier Racing Setup's Hard Luck Award last week, an award that you do not want to earn, as he had some significant problems that he gets there into the 78 and sends Jake Roya around. So we'll get our first 618 engraving and design caution flag of the night. See there, Jake Roya though, I did see it on his Roya's Graphic Facebook page. He made a Dale Earnhardt throwback scheme for this week. Look at that though, Peyton Craig, the other 78 car, already up to the 2nd spot here early. A newcomer this week, Douglas Halsey, I think it's Halsey at least, is in the 3rd spot there. He just signed up for the series today. He did run the 305 Nationals with us back in June. He is from Goldana, Louisiana. I did enjoy the fact that he actually put in quotations how to pronounce it, knowing that it was a tough call to do so. I at least believe the face truck should be pulling in this time. And it will do so. Back to third party gaming, green flag we go. Bergener out to the early advantage, or Peyton Craig. A few car lengths back. Halsey looks to hold off Ty Dickinson, Joseph Groom, and Jordan Navarro. As Groom once again is being the aggressor, just as he was last week. Craig continues to stay right there with the car number 21. Navarro has now worked his way from 6th to 4th. After the restart, he looks low on car number 3. He will look to clear him here in turn number 3 as well. And he will. Navarro slides up, gets hit from behind over the 3, but then 67 has nowhere to go. Halsey will bring out our second 618 engraving and design caution flag. Try to rewind here a little bit and get a little bit better of a look at the contact between the 3 and the 67. As you see, 97 slid the track to kind of almost did like a slide job, parked himself there. 3 got on the brakes, but not enough. Ended up getting to the back of him. And then the 67, Ty Dickinson, just nowhere to go. So tough break there for car number 3. As you do see him second currently right behind the pace truck, but I do believe he at least according to the scoring, he's on lap 13 when everyone else is lap 14, so he is a lap down. And I do not believe iRacing will give him the wave around, as he was the cause of the caution. And iRacing will not give him the wave around, so Douglas Halsey will be delegated to the back of the field here on this restart. So let me come back to it here. Well, maybe next time we'll come back to it. But when we do, we will now be under 60 laps to go in the first of 2 features on the night. Party game, green flag is back in the air. Navarro and Guerrero do battle for P3. And 𝐏𝐚𝐯𝐞𝐬 is now working the outside lane. Goes around the Tar Heel of Sean Smith. Smith slides up, almost make contact. Peyton Craig is now down pit road. Not 100% sure what happened there, but he does a drive-through. Perhaps he jumped the. Start. But nonetheless, Jeff Bergener in the lead. Now by 0.6 of a second over Jordan Navarro. Joseph Groom runs in the 3rd spot. 4th, Ty Dickinson. 5th, Sean Smith. And then running 6th is the 68 of Benjamin Schwinn. See the 3 of Halsey, he is currently a lap down in the 11th spot, but he does run in front of your 7th place runner of William Owens. And then 8th is Jake Royal. Peyton Craig is still on the lead lap, but he runs in the 9th spot. 10th is Tyler Benning. And as we said earlier, 11th is Douglas Halsey. Jordan Navarro has been slightly chipping away at Bergener's lead out front. So he was a little over 1/10 of a second faster that last time around. But as I say that, Bergener now goes a little over 1/10 faster than him. Spoke about a little bit earlier, Jeff Bergener has clicked off 3 straight TJ Visuals Fast Qualifier Awards on the year in 3 events. He is looking to do just that once again this week, going for that perfect night sweep. Once again, about 4 to 5 hundredths of a second faster than that last time around. Sean Smith is keeping Ty Dickinson honest there, battling for P4. '77 gets a little bit loose there, does lose some ground on the 67. Well, I'm about to say Dickinson looked like he was in the clear, but then he hits the wall down the front stretch and brings the 77 right back in. Awfully close corners there off of turn 4. Smith is giving it all he can right now to get by the 67 without getting into him, and he will finally clear him into turn 3. So moves Sean Smith up to the 4th spot. Jeff Berger still leads over Jordan Navarro. Both of them have pulled out by almost a second and a half away from Joseph Groom. Now Benjamin Schwinn is all over your 5th place runner, Ty Dickinson. William Owens still in the 7th spot, and Jake Bryant. When we checked with them a while ago, they were both about right, same amount of distance from one another. We have a yellow fly out. Looks like Benjamin Schwinn may have been caught up in something, may have lost it off the corner perhaps. Oh, looks like he gets in there a little bit too hot and slightly taps the back of the 67, and he loses the handle and spins it out down the backstretch. So I bring our, I believe, 4th 618 engraving and design caution flag of the evening. We'll see what Benjamin Schwinn is going to do. Yes, I believe he is trying to let the field by, perhaps. Nonetheless, though, Jeff Berger still out front, has led all 38 laps so far. See, Douglas Halsey will get his waiver out finally. So that'll be 10 of the 11 cars will be on the lead lap. The only car a lap down will be the 68 of Benjamin Schwinn when we go back racing. We are now over past the halfway point of our first of 2 twin 75 feature events of the night. Let's get double file back up. Means one thing, we will be going back racing this time. Gets a great jump out of the start zone and leads them off into turn number 1 and 2. Navarro once again stays right there behind him. See, Roya and Owens going at it now. That they finally got a caution flag to catch up to one another. I do believe that the we do have more of a multi-groove racetrack this week. So we have seen the bottom or the outside has not particularly been fashioning one another. Been able to make passes on both lanes. Owens will hold off Roy at least for the moment, though. As Navarro still right there with your race leader. As we saw in the past few restarts, he does not let the 21 get away. As Owens there. And honestly, a slew of other cars are all right together here from 5th to 10th. As Peyton Craig is working on your 78. See if he'll be able to get by on the inside. Makes slight contact. Just about going to clear him, and he will. Roya lets off and lets the 78 in line. Peyton Craig will win the battle of the 78s just for now. Peyton Craig will now look and take a peek on the car number 30 of William Owens. slowly picking them off after having to do that drive-through earlier on in the race. Reminder that 170 of Craig is currently your point leader here in the Pavement Ignition Series. Now, just by 1 point, so he definitely wants to get up there to Navarro and Berlinger, as those are his two prime candidates, as he now gets tapped from behind from the other 78 and goes around to bring out a caution. It's like he checked up for the 67. The 78 did not check up enough, and around went the 170 of Peyton Craig. Definitely has to be frustrating for Craig after working his way back up there, and now having to do it all over again. Good news for him, though, is he did manage to get going before the pace car caught him, so he still is on the lead lap. Certainly has been a tough first race of the night for your point leader, Peyton Craig. We have a second here. I want to mention a few sponsors that we did not get a chance to mention yet tonight. The drivers meeting each week is presented by Box. We didn't have any heat races tonight, but Heat Race 1 is brought to you by Right Rear Racing. Heat 2, 𝐾𝐶 Cinematography. Heat 3, Twisted Speed, and the B-Main Fastest Lap and Caution Flag by 618 Engraving and Design. As we get back going to the third-party gaming green flag. Jeff Berminger once again gets a great start in turn 1. See Sean Smith trying the outside. Will he be able to prevail on car 11? He does so at the line. See if he's able to clear him here off of 1 and 2. He's got him by half a car length. Still side by side. Sean Smith will finally take the spot, move him to the podium. Dixon still running consistent 5th spot. We'll see if he can do anything with the car number 11 next. William Owens now trying the outside. As Benning looks to his inside as well. You see he has some definite damage there on his right front corner panel. That top side does seem to be coming in here. As the 30 looks to go around here of the 67, and he will do so. Move William Owens at least momentarily into the 5th spot. Now Joseph Broom will go up there to block. No room for Owens to try the crossover, so he'll just have to keep sticking to his outside lane. He will now be clear to go to the inside, but he sticks to the outside. Still, he is all over car 11 as they battle tooth and nail for your 4th spot. Beats him to the line. He will now be in the 4th spot. Oh, as they come together off the corner. Oh, Peyton Craig, of course, has to get involved too. William Owens, once again, bad luck, just as last week. Him and Groom come together. They're off the corner. Let's see if we can get a better look at this one. And see Joseph Rooms comes up the track. Thinking there's going to be more room there than there was. There wasn't. They make some contact, and around goes the 30. And Jake Roya also innocent bystander along with Peyton Craig. It's a tough break for car 30, who is definitely on the move here in the closing stages of twin number 1. We're now under 10 laps left in our first race of the night. You see Jake Roya and William Owens still in the pit area. Both of them will be a lap down, if not more. So more likely their races are done for the first one at least. As Jake Roya will come out 1 lap down in 10th spot, and I imagine William Owens is at least 1 lap down. As we've seen there, though, Hickory has definitely come to play tonight with some multi-groove racing here. See, the top side has started to come in, unlike the first 2 weeks. We'll see here if Jordan Navarro will be able to do anything with your race leader of Jeff Bergender in the closing stages. We have just 7 laps to go in this one. As we make some contact there. Yellow flag will fly once again. Multiple cars around. Looks like the 77 comes up the track there a little bit. Gets into the 96. They make slight contact. They both keep going. Then Peyton Craig coming down the track has a run. He tries to stay out of it. Definitely wasn't trying to start anything. Then the 77 goes around. And then the 67, 68 as well. They have nowhere to go. It's a tough break there for a lot of drivers that were running up front. Luckily for Jordan Navarro, he was able to get through that, even though it kind of started with him. He was able to get through that a lot, pretty much unscathed. But Peyton Craig is the one that definitely made out of that one. He was able to make it through. Now, William Owens is currently running 4th behind the pace truck, but he is 5 laps down. But he should receive a wave around here. At least I would have thought iRacing would have gave him a wave around, but maybe not. As he was not the cause of the yellow, so he should have, but iRacing has said, I don't think so. But we will just have 2 laps left in the first race of the night. Interesting to see what's going to happen here at the end. Jeff Bergender, Jordan Navarro, Peyton Craig, Ty Dickinson, and Tyler Benning is your top 5 as they run. Jeff Bergender comes off of turn 4, take the white flag. Navarro and Bergender ran almost identical laps that last time around. Navarro was just 1/1000th of a second faster. But Bergender will come off of turn 4 and win for the 2nd straight race, as he picks up the win in twin number 1 of the night. Now we'll head into our 618 Engraving and Design, oh, not 618, Night Owl Racing League warm-up session. We'll try to get our results of our first race of the night, though. Jeff Bergender picked up the win over Jordan Navarro. Peyton Craig, great rebound to finish third. Fourth, Ty Dickinson. Fifth, Tyler Benning. Sixth, Benjamin Shawin. Seventh, Douglas Halsey. Eighth, Sean Smith. Ninth, Joseph Groom. 10th, Jake Roya. And 11th was William Owens. The way they finished there in their first first Twin 75 is the way they will start the second Twin 75 here after this 5-minute warm-up session. We're going to see here if we can get a quick word with Jeff Bergender while we have a quick break here before our next race. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Hey Jeff, you got a copy? Not able to get a copy on him, so we will just, if you finish in the top 3, we'll try to get a word with him a little later on. Nonetheless, though, well, Ty Dickinson said he stepped away from his computer, so no harm done. We'll just talk to him after race number 2. Get right back into talking about some sponsors. As we said, Night Owl Racing League presents our warm-up session. Our 4-wide salute, which we will be doing next week at Nashville, is presented by Victory Fuel at each of our events. The Hard Charger Award is brought to you by Twisted Speed. It's a free setup pack to the driver that passes the most cars. Dirt Series Promotions presents Pit Road. Hard Luck Award is brought to you by Premier Racing Setups. The driver that finishes 6th in points will receive a free wrap from Roya's Graphics. And if a driver makes a last lap pass in any of our races, they get a $5 prize by F&D Awareness. As we talked about, our next event will be next Tuesday night for the Music City 100 at Nashville Fairgrounds. It'll be the championship event for the Pavement Ignition Series. It'll be 100 laps, and we will crown a champion. And next Wednesday, our NASCAR Pavement Series is back for round 4. It'll be 175 laps with the ARCA cars at Iowa Speedway for the Summer Showcase. It'll also be live right here on Regal Promotions Esports. And then Monday, September 8th, we will do the Gunslinger Challenge by Two Fat Guys Sim Racing Promotions. It'll be big block modifieds at Millbridge. It'll be 16 of our very best drivers from our Dirt Modified series. We'll go head-to-head March Madness bracket style at Millbridge. Then next night, we'll head to Eldora for the Summer Shootout with the big blocks. And then we have the Sovereign Showdown, our 360 Sprint Car Series, finally returns on Monday, September 15th at Eldora. And then turn around on September 17th to conclude our third-party gaming Regal Promotions Esports Challenge Series with the second annual King's Clash at Eldora for the 360 Sprint Cars. That race will have a $50 to win and trophy, and it'll be $10 to start. We already have 20 cars signed up So make sure you're there for that one. It is one of the biggest races of the year. As our Night Owl Racing League warm-up session concludes, we will head into our final 75 lapper of the night. Starting on the pole, winner of race number 1, Jeff Bergender from the state of Utah. And going from second, Jordan Navarro from Sacramento, California in car 96. Going for third, your point leader, Peyton Craig. And fourth, from Grindell, Iowa, Ty Dickinson. Then running fifth in car 20 from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, it's Tyler Benning. And going for sixth in the 68, it is Benjamin Schwinn from the state of Illinois. Going seventh, it's Douglas Halsey from Goldana, Louisiana. And then Sean Smith from Raleigh, North Carolina, going 8th. And 9th will be the 11 of Joseph Broom from Owasso, Michigan. And 10th from New Hampton, New Hampshire, it's Jake Roya. And then rounding out the field from Huntsville, Alabama, is the 30 of William Owens. So twin number 2 now under the lights here at Hickory will come to the green here out of turn 4. Navarro gets a great jump there. He's able to stay alongside Bergender through 1 and 2. Bergender will nose ahead. Navarro's not ready to give up that top side yet though, as now Craig is on his inside. So we have our first 618 engraving and design caution flag. It's like Douglas Halsey was the car involved. So the Goldana, Louisiana driver. So he misstepped there on the apron. Came at the track. 78 was not expecting it, and Roya got into the back of him. That's what sent the number 3 car around. We were not able to talk about it much earlier in the night. I mean, earlier throughout the weeks, but if you're interested how the point system works, other than with the heat races and all that, qualifying each week, the top 10 receive points. It goes 10, 9, 8, and so on, sort of like stage points in NASCAR. And then tonight, both races count towards full points. It goes 75, 72, 70, 68, and it's 2 points down for each position from there. And when we do have heat races, it is 15, 12, 10, and so on. So every single lap that you're on the track with Regal Promotions Esports counts towards the points in each of our series, as Bergender will lead him back to the green. As we had consecutive yellows there before getting more than the lap in, we did have a single file restart. Ty Dickinson, all 4 cars up front here, well, all 6 really, are all still running in the spots that they finish. See, Joseph Bruner made a heck of a save. He nearly lost it there off of turn 4. Tyler Benning will lose a spot now to Benjamin Schwinn. And if he's not careful, Sean Smith may come with Schwinn through. Saw Sean Smith, he had some tough luck there in twin number 1. He's right out front. Running the third spot, going for second. Just did not work out the way he wanted. But he will make quick work there of car 20 and move himself up to 6th after starting in the 8th spot, I believe. As we get our second caution. So Lloyd Owens, man, he is sure trying to get the hard luck award again this week. Oh, man, he just came to a stop and go right there. He gets into the back of the 11, slams on the brakes, and the 3 has nowhere to go and pretty much nails him in the back. Good news for them, though, is they were running towards the back anyway, most of those drivers, so they are all sort of so really no harm done for either one of those drivers. Just trying to go back here and see what happened to these drivers. And, oh, so the 21 made contact with the 30 as he was trying to back down the racetrack. So big contact there for them. I believe the 96 gets hit in the back. Yeah, he does. He gets hit in the back there slightly by the 178. But luckily, iRacing gave all those drivers their spots back. Luckily, it looks like. But William Owens is the lap down. I believe Joseph Groom just got by the pace truck there, so he will be on the lead lap now. But it appears that Jeff Bergner went back down pit road and got a fast repair, so he will now be coming from the back. So Jordan Navarro and Peyton Craig are your new front row of this race. Sean Smith works on inside of Benjamin Schwinn. He will go up to 4th. Here comes Bergner already looking for 5th on the 68. Out front, Peyton Craig is staying right with Jordan Navarro. As Bergner will now move to 5th after restarting in the 10th spot. Now set his sights on the 77 of Sean Smith. As Smith looks inside of the 67 of Ty Dickinson. About to come a 3-car battle here for your 3rd spot momentarily. As Bergner ghosts out there for a second. Maybe 3 wide here off of turn 4. All 3 of them keep it out of one another. Bergner is now going to slip by both of them almost here. 77 and 21 make contact. But they both keep it going. Bergner move him up to the 3rd spot, but Sean Smith goes around, as I believe Schwinn was the car that got into him there. Looks like the 77 slid up the racetrack. The 68 was checking up there. Did not look like they were in the throttle. But we're not able to get their culvert woed down enough to stay out of the 77. That's what resulted in the contact. But Jordan Navarro is your race leader. Peyton Craig runs in 2nd. In 3rd already is car 21 of Jeff Bergner. So he's already right where he almost was before. See if he can get by the 2 that have been hounding him throughout the night. Ty Dickinson still runs in 4th. Tyler Benning will run 5th. 6th, Jake Roya. 7th, Joseph Groom. 8th is Sean Smith. 9th is William Owens. 10th is Douglas Halsey, who is a lap down currently. And 11th is Benjamin Schwinn, who is also a lap down. Getting back into their double file formation. We've just passed 25 laps complete. So we're now under 50 to go in the final race of the night. Warren gets a good jump. Bergender's already moving himself up to 2nd by Peyton Craig. I thought I saw some cars getting together back there. It looks like they all keep it moving. Navarro leads up as we see Joseph Groom going around in turn number 4. That'll bring out another 618 Radiant Design yellow flag. Yeah, it looks like slow 77 slowly rolled into the 11 and around went Groom. That's why we have a moment here. I'll mention it. Next week's champion, whoever it is, will have the choice of taking the $40 for winning the championship, or instead choosing to get a custom trophy. It is up to the driver that wins it. And finishing 2nd, they will receive $25. 3rd will be $15, and then 4th and 5th will each receive $10 each. And 6th place will receive a free wrap from Roya's Graphics, from Jake Roya himself. We did have a few drivers this week. They're in their top 10 in points. They're not able to show up. Scott, not exactly sure why he's not here, but Robert Puckett, I know he told me earlier he had to go to a funeral this week, so he was not able to make it. But Jordan Navarro once again lead us back to the third-party gaming green flag. Now Peyton Craig once again, now he will have the inside advantage on car 21. Will he be able to make quick work of Bergender and get back to the 2nd spot? Does not appear so. Bergender will power around the outside again. So see your top 5 run single file. Now Halsey works the inside of William Owens here in turn 3 and 4. It's the battle for your 9th spot on the track right now. Still keep an eye on race in the week. Bergner is all over Navarro, but has not been able to make the pass yet. Looks like we have some contact there as they come out of turn 2. It's like Bergner and yep. Craig made some contact there and got into the back of your second place runner. It's like everyone else, for the most part, has stayed out of that one. But that, honestly, that is great news if you're a Jordan Navarro fan, as both his biggest competitors, it seems like, in this field took each other out in one wreck. At least, at the very least, we'll buy him some time, as we have seen Bergner make his way through the field, and Peyton Craig made his way through the field multiple times earlier on as well. Does appear like Peyton Craig is a lap down. Everyone else, though, is still on the lead lap. I do believe Jordan Navarro is currently your point leader now, after race number 1. So if he's able to hold on, he should take sole possession of the points lead heading into next week. As Navarro fires off and leads the field into turn 1. Show some room. Hold your second spot as we see William Owens almost gets sandwiched there between Bergner and Sean Smith. So the field is fanning out 3 wide, 2 separate spots at the back. Jake Roy decides, get me the heck out of here. Sean Smith runs 3rd, 4th is Bergner, 5th William Owens, 6th Jake Roy, 7th is Tyler Benning, 8th is Douglas Halsey. 9th is Benjamin Schwenk, 10th Ty Dickinson. As Andrew said, Peyton Craig, even though he's in front of those cars, he is currently a lap down, so he will be hoping for a 618 engraving and design caution flag to get himself back into the race for the win. See, Bergner is working on Sean Smith. He's trying to stay out of him. He nearly slid up into him there off of turn number 2. As I'm sure, I believe he used his fast repair earlier on in the race, so his car cannot be handling 100%. Yeah. Yeah, Justin, I am not 100% sure what happened to Ty Dickinson, as you're right, he did end up being quite a few behind, but at least we have a caution flag now, so he will be able to catch the field. As also, Peyton Craig will now get his win around. This does look like Ty Dickinson was the cause of the caution. Yes, that does look like that is what happened. Was Ty Dickinson and Benjamin Schwinn got together there. And that is what caused him to be towards the back. Now, I am not 100% sure what the yellow flag was actually thrown for, as I was not able to find that on my graphic system. But we are under 25 to go now, and should be under 20 to go when we get back to it. So Joseph Groom, once again, we saw him finish second last week after starting in the 11th spot. He showed some promise there in the first race early on tonight before him and Sean Smith got together. Will he be able to hold on for podium run for the second straight week? Bergender has worked his way back up to the 4th spot. He is still trying to get back to where he was after getting caught up there in William Owens' record early on. Gordon Navarro once again leads the field as Smith and Bergender make slight contact. It looked, at least appeared so, as William Owens gets together with Tyler Benning and he goes across the racetrack. That'll bring out another yellow. So we'll have a single file restart on this next start. We'll try to get a better look at this, but I believe William Owens just did not expect the 20 car to be on his outside. Came the racetrack up. Actually, what really happened was the 77 was already there. He was trying to stay out of his way because he was there, and 20 was also there. Kind of just got put in a bad spot. So once again, William Owens can just not catch a break in the Pavement Ignition Series. Last week, just nothing could seem to go his way. And it's just one of those races once again. As we said before, we'll have a single file restart this time, as we did not get a lap in to consecutive yellows. Pace lights do look out on the pace car, so we should be coming back to it this time. Just 14 to go when it hit the line. Bergender gave it his best shot to get to the inside of Groom. He's not able to do so. Maybe that was just some psychological tricks he was trying to pull. As he does get to the inside there, and he will pull ahead into the 2nd spot into turn 1. Now Smith gets into the contact there with the 11, and it will send him around. Also, like we also had Jake Roya going around St. Tyler. I did not think the caution was actually out for the 77. Let's get a slightly better look at this one. Yeah, it looks like 20 did hold his line. 78 just came down the racetrack there a little bit and sort of spun himself on car 20. Now Jeff Berger has worked his way up to the second spot, so now there's only one car between him and the race lead, and that is the number 96 of Jordan Navarro. And we are under 10 laps to go, so this will be a shootout for the ages between car 96 and 21. Tell you what, a man that has been like kind of under the radar this whole entire season, but always seems to finish inside the top 5, that is the 20 of Tyler Benning. He seems to always have a terrible qualifying lap, but he has finished, I believe, no worse than 6th this whole entire season. Pace car pulls in. Go back to the third party gaming green flag, or maybe the last time of the night. Navarro gets the jump that he needed. You can see there in the background, Peyton Craig made his way up to the 4th spot now. Tyler Benning is now back to 5th. Last time around, Berger was just a tick faster. Eyeball test is saying he is a lot faster this lap. And he was almost a 10th faster that last time around than Navarro. 5 laps left. Will the 96 be able to hold on? It's tough to take my eyes off of the top 2, but Peyton Craig has now just worked his way by the 77 of Sean Smith as well. Smith has slipped back to the 5th spot. Once again, Berger just a little bit faster as we get a caution flag. Looks like maybe Benjamin 𝐏𝐿 was the car. My best guess, at least. 𝐏𝐿 does get into the wall there. As yes, it was. Benjamin 𝐏𝐿 hits the wall off of turn 4, and has had pretty much forced him to come on the racetrack. And a 3 has nowhere to go. Douglas Halsey will be it's the only car lap down on the racetrack, but he was in the caution, so I believe they will have him go to the back here before we go back racing. Now this, if Jordan Navarro holds on, it will be his first ever late model stock win with us. But he did pick up a 305 victory back in April at Kokomo. And he does sit second in the 305 point standings currently, I believe, as well, which will return on September 22nd at Eldora Speedway with the Regal Cup. I'll be live right here on Regal Promotions Esports. Jordan Navarro will have a green-white checkered. See if he can hold off the 21. He has been good on restarts, and he gets a great jump. Peyton Craig also being the inside of the 21 helps the 96 just that much more. As Tyler Benning and Smith there almost get together, as Peyton Craig and Berger now making contact on the corner. 1 lap to go for Navarro. Next flag will end the race. See, Peyton Craig gets it contact sport here at short track racing. As Peyton Craig uses up the 21, he will take the second spot away. But Jordan Navarro claims victory here at Hickory Motor Speedway in the second Twin 75. Congratulations to Jordan Navarro on the win. We're going to work with top 3. And it works out that Jeff Bergner finishes 3rd because he was also the winner of race number 1 as well. Now your final results. After 79 laps, Jordan Navarro claims the win after starting in the second spot. Then Peyton Craig finishes 2nd, 3rd Jeff Bergner, 4th John Smith, 5th Ty Dickinson, 6th Joseph Groom, 7th Jake Roya, 8th William Owens, 9th Tyler Benning, 10th Douglas Halsey. Kind of feel like I sort of jinxed Tyler Benning after saying that he was quietly doing good. And finishing 11th was the 68 of Benjamin Shawin. Still just waiting on your race winner, Jordan Navarro. We do have him now in the chat, so we will interview him first. Hey, Jordan, how you doing? Give me 1 second here. Of course, my Discord stuff has to always mess up, but we should be good now. There we go.
Alrighty, we're back.
But I mean, you were finally able to hold on there. Great points tonight overall. I mean, I believe you finished 2nd in the first one. I think you were the point leader after the first one. Either way.
Okay. Yeah, no, it was a pretty good night. The first race, I was just trying to stay behind Jeff. I was trying to think more of a championship perspective and whether it was worth it to try to push for the extra points or just kind of try to hold off and hold Peyton back behind me. And then in this one, Peyton and Jeff got into each other, and so it kind of just became a little bit of tire saving and trying to take off at the same time. And then Jeff just came powering up to the field and gave me a run for my money, that's for sure.
Yeah, he was able to come up through the field not once, maybe 3 times, I think, in that race. He was one of those drivers who just had a tough night.
Oh, yeah, you know, you hate it for him because he's been nothing but clean with me, and we've raced side by side multiple times, and he usually ends up getting away from me and taking off. But no, you hate to see somebody like that that does nothing but race clean.
Yeah, he's definitely been a class act, I feel like, throughout the season. I got one question I have for you. I'm gonna ask probably all these drivers. What track did you like better? Did you like the daytime or the nighttime better?
I mean, it was a nice change of scenery to have some daytime racing, but you know, there's nothing like racing under the lights. It's always fun, and track's a little cooler, and your tires last a little longer, a little less drifting around the corners. So I'd have to say nighttime.
See that's my personal favorite. I love night races. So
Yeah, no, they're always fun, especially at your local speedway. So,
which ironically enough, I have not been there yet, but this place is only 40 minutes from where I live. So
and you have not been there?
well, my problem is
Oh,
my work. I'm always on the road every weekend, so I don't really get to go to the
I,
races during race season.
I got you. I got you. Well, you need to change that schedule then, so you can go.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm not going to races. It's just it's just they happen to be halfway across the country most of the time.
Well, there you go. Whatever works. At least you're getting to go.
But congrats on the win. Is there anyone you want to thank before I let you go?
Thank you. Yeah, no, of course I'm gonna mention the same people I always do. My beautiful fiance, my wonderful parents, my wonderful grandparents, my brother for life, and then my other brother from another mother, Ty, also known as Blue Balls Racing, as that's what he's making me say this week. I'm sorry for those listening. And then you guys for putting all these notes.
No problem. We hope to see you next week, and maybe you'll be the champion by the end of 100 laps.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm looking for.
All right, that was your race winner of the second Twin 75 of the night. Jordan Navarro finally picks up his first win in the late model stocks. Next, we'll get a word with your runner-up, Peyton Craig. Hey, Peyton, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you? Hello?
Good.
Oh,
I mean, you were finally able to work your way through the field. It seems like every time that
yeah.
you start to make some moves, you end up having to go right back to the back.
Yeah. I drove a really bad race, to be honest. I felt like I got into too many people. Like, getting the Jeff was really my bad, and I he was coming down, I was going up, so yeah. Not really proud, but
Yeah, sometimes those things happen. I mean, sort of just a racing deal occasionally. I mean, at least you're still able to get back to second, make up
yeah.
some points there towards the end.
Yeah. I was really thinking about those points, dude. Jordan did a great race, and yeah, he got all those points.
Yep, still got next week though, and at least you know where you stand going into the race. You know exactly what you'll have to do.
Yep. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that race. I've never been to Nashville. It was actually my first time here. I just bought this track to do this race. So it was a good learning experience.
Well, is there anyone you want to thank before I let you go?
I would like to thank my mom and dad and all my IRL sponsors because they got me into this. And yeah, I would like to thank you too for broadcasting. It's a really good broadcast.
Well, I appreciate that. I'm kind of a rookie at it, but I do my best.
Oh, you're doing great, dude. I've been in some like really veteran ones, and you're right there with them.
Like I said, I appreciate that, and I wish you the best of luck next week.
Oh, thank you. I'll see you next week.
That was your second place runner, Peyton Craig. And finally, we'll get a word with your third place finisher in twin number 2, Jeff Bringer, and race number 1 winner of the night. Hey, Jeff, how you doing?
Oh, not too bad considering. Yeah, not too bad. I can't complain too much.
Yeah, I mean, you did end, I mean, it was third. I mean, disappointing, obviously, after leading much of the second race. But at least you did get one win tonight. So,
Yeah, but when you start on the pole, and Jordan was fast. If I would have screwed up anywhere, he would have jumped all over it. But yeah, I don't know, just a little disappointed, I guess you could say.
yeah, I mean, it just same thing with Peyton, honestly. Both of you guys sort of just every time you seemed to get up there, you had to go right back to the back because something else would happen. 2 or 3 separate times.
Yeah, in that second race, I knew I had to try to get up and get to Jordan as quickly as I could. So I put a few people in bad spots there. I feel kind of bad, but it was just open. I had to take it.
I asked Jordan this question as well. Did you like the daytime track or the nighttime track better?
Yes. Now, to me, it doesn't matter once I figure out how the car is driving on that track. It's all relative at that point.
I know some people have preferences. I always like the nighttime track because I like the way it looks, but
Yeah, the daytime's a little more fun to drive and just a little less grip. You have to drive a little harder.
yeah, it seemed to be more. I want to say like I saw more drivers at least trying the outside when it was in the daytime.
Yeah, you probably had better luck there because, a couple tenths faster at night than you are during the day gives you a chance to get out there.
Well, is there anyone you want to thank before I let you go?
Just you guys, appreciate you letting me come into this league. Hopefully I didn't disappoint. Hopefully I made that second race worth watching anyways.
It was certainly entertaining there towards the end.
Yeah, yeah, it was getting pretty interesting. I just ate my tires up getting up there. I really didn't have anything for Jordan, but I was trying.
As always, we appreciate you running with us, and thanks for putting on a great show.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too. All right, I was your third place runner of Jeff Bergender. So next week, we will be back for round number 4 of the Pavement Ignition Series as we crown a champion at the Nashville Fairgrounds for the Music City 100. Once again, we're live right here at 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, September 2nd. And then the night after that, we will be at the Iowa Speedway for the return of the Pavement Series. The ARCA cars will go 175 laps at the Iowa Speedway for the summer showcase. Thank you for everyone that tuned in. We'll see you next time.